What is up, guys? It is your boy Jay here from the Movie Minute.
Shawntel
We are doing another session to talk about movies we've seen recently. Um, we saw Terrifier 3, and we also saw Venom 3, which we'll get to later. But for people who are watching this split up, this is Terrifier 3 review. I guess to start off with, I didn't do any video for Terrifier 1 or 2, but I did watch them a couple weeks ago to get ready to go see this one in theaters after it had already come out.
did the same
And
thing.
I'm going to be very quick about it so we can get into the third one. The first one was all right. Not a whole lot of character development, so it didn't really feel attached to the characters getting killed off. Uh, I thought Saw was pretty gross. These movies are definitely a grade above those. Uh, Art the Clown. I don't know if I'd call him like a modern day Freddy Krueger or anything like that. I think it is interesting he doesn't talk, but they also don't get into a whole lot with his. Like, I want to know what he is. I don't know if they really explain that in any of the three movies.
No, not really.
Um, I do think people maybe it's more of a. I'll save that for the third review just because. But then I saw Terrifier 2. I watched both 1 and 2 back to back when I saw them. Definitely loved 2 way more than the first one. The final girl, as you know, she's become now known as in this franchise. Uh, the character Sienna, uh, pretty badass. Also,
Facts.
pretty hot. Not gonna lie, she's pretty hot.
Not as facts.
But Terrifier 3, right? Did you want to say anything about the first two before we go into third?
I mean, I did the same thing you did. I knew part three was coming out. I didn't know I was gonna go and watch it. But then my other little brother, he said that he went and watched it, and he said he was like this like the entire time in the theater. So I was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna have to go and watch it. So I watched the first two. So I was watching it while I was at work, and I was like, hey, it's campy. It's like cheesy. But I enjoyed part one and part two. Clearly, part two better than part one. So I was low key excited to see part three.
I'll put it this way: there are scenes in part 1 and 2 where I was like, and I kid you not, this is going to be like a reenactment of my face. There were scenes where I was going like,
Part
oh, oh,
one and
that's so
part two has been
gross.
out for a while now, so
Yeah,
I will say, especially in part one, it was refreshing because majority of the times in horror slasher movies, like somebody get away and all this other stuff, and you never expect like the slasher to pull out a gun. But like I was like, oh my God, like this guy is serious business. So I really like him as a character though.
there are, and I don't know if you noticed this with any of the ones, but when he pulls out a gun, he's not smiling or anything like that. He's just like because it seems like he takes enjoyment in being able to get close and personal when he's killing people because he's having fun, and a gun is just so impersonal.
Yeah. Feel like he was in defense mode. Like he only pulled it out because he had to.
He's like, or he was fed up.
Yeah.
Um, Terrifier 3. I saw it on Halloween because, I thought, you know, I just didn't feel like going and there's other movies to go see. So then, I was like, well, I'll save it for Halloween because, it's a horror film kind of. I guess to some people it's really scary and stuff. To me, it's just a, campy movie. And so I was like, oh, I'll go see it on Halloween, even though it takes place during Christmas. Um, I don't know if it was because I was tired or if I just wasn't feeling it, but I fell asleep a couple, I wouldn't say for long, but I did, doze off a couple times when I was watching it yesterday.
Right.
And I don't know, I was more invested in the first two watching them from home, whereas this, I was like, I don't know if it's maybe I just thought it wasn't theater quality, so I didn't really pay attention to this part. or if I just didn't really vibe with the whole Christmas aspect to it.
Yeah. I dug the Christmas aspect. Especially with it being a horror movie. Um, but I didn't go to sleep. Like I say, I was prepared for it. So, um,
I even had your favorite meal at the movies,
what would you have?
nachos with some jalapenos.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's
Yeah.
go. But no,
Um,
I enjoyed it. Uh, it was some parts that I didn't understand. Maybe it'll get a little bit better like when it comes to like home theater. But it's like you were saying, like what is he like what type of entity is he? I know he blew his own head off in part one, but he came back.
I think he might be a demon.
I feel like at this point he's a demon.
Well, like in the second one, I don't think you can open a gate to hell if you're not a demon at that point, because that's kind of what he did in the second one, where like it opened up and she fell in and died and then came back to life or whatever.
Okay.
Like the clown cafe was hell,
Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
and obviously, eh, it's been out a couple weeks. Anyone who's gonna watch this probably spoiler, the gates to hell open up again and some bad shit happens at the end that I'm like, wow, I can't believe they did that.
Did you see, since we're spoiling it, did you see the Easter egg for the ninth gate or
I
the
mean, I saw
ninth?
the book, like at the end, the book.
Nah, this was when they showed the demons that was like clanking on whatever it was.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know what that was. I just thought I was like, are they just showing uh them making her weapon?
Yeah, that was like an Easter egg to like the short film where Art the Clown was like first introduced.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't really get that because I haven't watched that. I was just watching the Terrifier ones, but I know he was in something in like a short film before they introduced him into
Yeah.
this.
I think
Um,
it's like All Hallows Eve or some shit like that. I don't
yeah,
know.
that sounds about right. No, I thought you were talking about the book Easter egg at the end. The woman on the bus was reading the ninth gate.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That part too.
Yeah, I didn't like the ending of this, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Honestly,
It
I
was just
probably
to
would
set
have
it up for the next movie anyway.
I probably would have been more interested, or maybe not interested. Maybe I would have been happier if he didn't get away, and then it was like, oh, okay, so we're gonna like, even though the last three or the last two ended with him not getting away, he still got away. I would have still liked to have seen him in that same ending, but after everything else, but you know,
I don't like how they did a, a prominent kill off screen.
yeah, I didn't. I thought that was kind of. I was like, I don't like that. You know,
Yeah,
it the rest of it, the rest of the kills like that led up to that scene, I would have been okay. I was okay with it. I was like, it's whatever.
yeah,
But for that specific character to be killed off screen, I felt like was really terrible.
yeah.
I was like, oh,
Crazy as
that
fuck.
sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna kill that character off, then at least do it on screen.
On screen. Right. Like at
Because
least show.
I'm sure that actor's also like, man, I didn't even get to get a cool kill off.
Right.
It was just and then he's dead.
Yeah. That's the only part I really didn't like.
I know that the director of the movie has mentioned that the fourth movie will go into Art's origin. That's how he became. I also just don't. I don't know. I thought this film was going to be the one that started really going and diving into what he is, what Sienna really is, and
Yeah. Me too.
kind of why they're connected in this way. And
Yeah.
they really
Also,
didn't go into either one of them. I
right.
mean, they kind of like show off near the end that she heals and stuff. I don't know if that's because she is an angel, which is what I'm theorizing with, or if it's just simply the fact that the blade that she used can't harm her. So even though it cut her, it healed her because of that.
Right.
But then that wouldn't. I feel like maybe those are either connected or I don't know. They didn't really seem clarifying to me. I know in the last one it brought her back to life. You
Right.
know, I don't know. I was expecting more from this, to be honest with you. I don't know if I would have enjoyed it more at home, or if it's just simply the fact that I didn't enjoy it as much as the second one.
Yeah. But I'll watch it. I'll watch it again when it comes like on home video.
Yeah, yeah, I probably will do a rewatch of it just because. Um, I'd probably give it probably probably like a three, solid three out of five.
Yeah, I'll give it a three out of five exploding Christmas presents.